what does God say to you about him? You gave this man his name this morning. You know why I'm having him minister? Even though this is our communion service, precious saints, we need to see the prophetic back. We got to have it back. And a young man like him, and you all pray for his purity, that God will keep him clean. What is God telling about him?
The Lord is gonna lift up your hands. I need a presence.
Come on,
sing it. And unto you we lift our hearts in praise. You're the Lamb upon the throne. God is going to give you favor. There's something, it sounds interesting to me, about around production that God is going to give favor upon, and even contracts and even legal situations. But the Lord is going to do a healing in your body. And I'm looking at the Lord touching even around your arteries and going to your heart and the circulation. For the Lord shall say there will not be a circulation problem, nor will there ever be where that numbing comes down and hits the leg. God says it shall not touch you, and no heart attack.
Wait. I didn't know anything about that.
I was just at the doctor last week doing a treadmill test on my heart and my circulation. And the doctor looked at me and said, there's absolutely nothing wrong. God has healed you. Exactly what he said. And the area of production is absolutely right on. My son, Nicholas, and I just started a production company 2 weeks ago. And I'm flying to Washington, D.C. to settle a contract with a big insurance agency to do all of their infomercials.
One more. Come on, keep praying. Come on, people. You have a few more minutes. Go ahead.
Now, saints, lift up those hands, lift up those hands, lift up those hands, lift up those hands. My God, I'm feeling something about to break. I'm feeling something about to break for the people of God. My dear sister, the Lord is touching you. You, come here. Come here. Yeah, you. Because God says the battle that you've been through financially and even around this whole housing situation, and it was almost as if some things were ripped out of your hands, even the whole situation around the relationship. And God says that he's going to heal it. Pastor Benny, I have to be obedient. There is someone that is receiving a gold filling in your mouth right back there. A gold filling is coming into your mouth. The angel of the Lord is filling your mouth with gold right now. It's coming in the back. Check that back tooth. It's happening. And the Lord shall say that God says the struggle that you've been under, God says no more, thus saith the Lord. For the Lord shall say that I'm turning it around. And God says the disconnections even around the family and different things that you had to go through. And it was almost as if that you said, God, why am I going through this? God says I'm bringing the healing back again. And God says the young man, the son, is in my hands. And God says I'm bringing a turnaround upon his life. And God says no legal matter will touch him. And God says the chains will get off of him. And God says I'm bringing him back to the Father. Thus saith the Spirit of the living God.
Is God showing anything else about any of these pastors?
You know, I had a word for Dr. Paul. The Lord spoke to me and he said, before you mention anything, I wrote down the Middle East. There is actually, I'm looking at a studio in the Middle East that God will grant you, that you will see. And thus saith the Lord, that God says, even in your body, there is something that God's doing around the kidneys area, the kidney area, and even going down to the prostate. God says that I'm doing a healing, and God says the angel of the Lord is doing the healing right now in your body. And God says what the enemy has tried to do will not come upon you, for God says there will be no situation around the prostate gland, and I heal it right now, thus saith the Lord.
Come on, Paul.